Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Amy Sweezey here, inviting you to Ask Amy. Today's weather question comes from Chris in Kissimmee, Florida. And Chris wants to know why weather forecasters are called meteorologists. That is a great question, Chris. And it's actually one that I get asked a lot, especially when I have visited school classrooms and talked with students who are studying weather. Now, it does seem like someone who studies weather would be called a weather-ologist, right? Instead of a meteorologist. When you add the suffix ologist to the end of a word, it refers to a person who studies a particular subject, usually a science. And the root word meteoron or meteoros in the original Greek translates to a thing high up or high up in the air. So, someone who studies something high up in the air would be called a meteorologist. But if a cardiologist studies the heart and a paleontologist studies fossils, then why doesn't a meteorologist study meteors? Well, the reason that we use the word meteorologist specifically, which is difficult to pronounce and spell, I know, it dates back to around 350 BC. That is when a Greek scientist and philosopher named Aristotle wrote a book, or really a collection of four books, called Meteorologica. In those days, Aristotle really didn't have a lot of information about what happens where above the earth. So he grouped everything together: stars, meteors, clouds. He used the term meteorology to describe his theories about natural phenomenon. Not only did his works describe weather events, but he also touched on things like comets, the water cycle, earthquakes, rainbows, and even some chemistry like cooling, boiling, and combustion. His term meteorology stuck, and it's still used today. Now, even though it sounds like someone who studies meteors, a meteorologist is actually the title given to someone who studies and forecasts weather. Meteorology is the science of weather. I hope that answers your question, Chris, and thank you so much for reaching out to Ask Amy. If you have a question that you'd like me to answer, you can submit it through my website, amysweezey.com. Just click on the contact tab and add your question there. Also, please give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to my channel to see more Ask Amy questions and other content that I create. Thanks so much for watching.